Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Brent, as they say, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now. Offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
From the 38, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into dangerous. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
If all these teams will clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these 2 teams, they've both been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Wilson steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber,
he's got him in, complete. And they work this well outfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators are often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Mahomes to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggling to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Back deep is Tavon Austin. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's going to go up top again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's a old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. That's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A solid stiff arm.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. He's at the 30, the 20. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The kick by McManus is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
8.
The 8.
8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
To throw is Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they... This fourth quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mahomes will try again on second down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to drop that one free.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 90 yards. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okurebunan.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Oh, Wilson going to throw.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. That's coverage you'd expect to see a game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Say.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly.
What the fuck?
And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense.